Sup, motherfuckers? Philip H. Anselmo here. Man, I've been in every goddamn band. 80, 90 bands have had the voice of Philip H. Anselmo, including Down, Superjoint Ritual, Pantera, Rip Damberg Daryl. The latest installment in the Philip H. Anselmo band series, Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals. We have a new album out. Check it out on the internet and whatever. I've been in Coed in Cambria. I've been in Protest the Hero. I've been in Damage Plan. Panic at the Disco. You fucking name the band. I probably sang for them. Whatever. Anyways, through my entire career spanning over 60 years of metal, I've seen all kinds of pits. Big old nasty pits, Pantera, Moscow, Monsters of Rock 91. I've seen little pits in the glam metal days. I've seen pits at Warped Tour. I don't know why the fuck I was there, man. Drunk off my fucking ass, heroin needle in my goddamn neck. Anyway, I've seen all kinds of crazy shit in the pit. I've seen motherfuckers die. I've seen motherfuckers get their fucking ears bitten off. I've seen babies been conceived. I've delivered babies in the goddamn pit. I'm here today to tell you about the 10 motherfuckers you'll meet in the mosh pit. Number 1, the hardcore dancer. You've seen this motherfucker before, and you better believe you've seen him. You don't know if this guy is at a death metal concert or if he's at some sort of Jackie Chan goddamn martial arts tournament. Rather than the conventional style of push moshing, this motherfucker's doing a Richard Simmons aerobics routine in the middle of the goddamn pit, thrashing around like me with a heroin needle lodged in my dick in 95. Don't look that motherfucker. Honestly, if I see this motherfucker in the pit when I'm singing Life for Cody in Cambria, I'm gonna jump in the pit and turn his asshole inside out. You better believe it. Motherfucker number 2, the drunk off his ass guy. This guy can be a cool guy to knock a couple back with and have a good headbang, but sometimes this guy can be a real asshole. This asshole doesn't give two sides of a shit about personal space and is all up in everyone's face. The only thing this motherfucker seems to know is the band's name, and he says it over and over again. I'm on stage, all I hear is Superjoint Ritual, Superjoint Ritual, Superjoint Ritual. I hear that 80, 90 times, you better believe I'm jumping into that pit, I'm taking that guy's beer bottle, smashing it square over his head, taking the shards of glass and shoving them up his ass. What? The venue only has plastic cups? I'm Philip H. Anselmo. I carry shards of glass in my back pocket, man. Motherfucker number 3. The guy who loses something in the pit. You know this guy. He brings some sort of unnecessary item in the pit, like a ring or a hat, and he spends the whole show with his goddamn Sherlock Holmes cell phone flashlight looking for it on the ground. He'll do anything to get his item back. He'll fight you, lift you up off the ground, sometimes even stop the goddamn show. If that ever happens to me, you better believe I'm jumping into that pit, I'm finding that hat, I'm going back on stage, I'm taking a musty New Orleans shit, smells like brisket, into that hat, I'm finding that motherfucker and placing that hat square on his goddamn head. Number 4. The soaking wet guy. This guy is wetter than a humpback whale at SeaWorld in the pit. You don't know how it's even possible for a man to sweat this much. You'll notice that walking waterfall from afar, and then suddenly, you'll be underneath that waterfall as that motherfucker's rubbing all his glorious man juices all over your virgin teenage body. You're caught in a sweat bukkake, man. There's no escape. Then you notice it, that smell. Smelling like a hooker with 6 HIVs. 8 HIVs. If I see one of these motherfuckers in the pit, when I'm playing live for Protest the Hero, I'm taking him on stage, I'm taking every single droplet of sweat off that motherfucker's body. I'm putting it into one of my syringes. I'm taking that syringe and injecting it directly up his ass. Motherfucker number 5, the Amusement Park Guy. This guy is crowd surfing over and over again, and he's treating the crowd like it's a goddamn mosh pit roller coaster, and you're the track. Maybe it was the 40 ounce of vodka he drank, or maybe it was the lines of coke he snorted off Vinnie Paul's musty, hairy Texas ass before the show, but he just keeps on crowd surfing. Sometimes this guy's 300 goddamn pounds, and instead of enjoying the show, you gotta worry about keeping this big fish afloat. If I see somebody crowd surf 80, 90 times, you better believe I'm jumping into that pit and I'm crowd surfing directly up his ass. Motherfucker number 6, the long-haired guy. This guy's at every show. He's thrashing that greasy mane around like Cousin It from the Addams Family, my favorite horror movie. This guy's thrashing that greasy mane all up in your face. You're going home, you're spitting out a hairball. If I see one of these motherfuckers while I'm playing for Panic! Exclamation mark at the disco, I'm jumping in that pit, I'm shaving him bald, and I'm gonna make his ass hairier than Vinnie Paul's on a Sunday. The back to the front guy. I took this title for this guy from the Metallica song I wrote called Despicable Heroes.
James Hetfield wrote that.
Motherfucker, I am James Hetfield. Never you mind. And this motherfucker's in the pit, and he's trying to push his way to the front. He's defying the laws of physics, trying to push through solid human beings and a solid steel barrier. If I see this motherfucker in the pit as I'm playing live for Rolling Stones, I'm jumping in that pit and I'm giving him a front row seat to my crotch as I piss in his goddamn face. Motherfucker number 8, the girlfriend guy. I'm all for having girls at the show, whether they're 200 goddamn pounds and drenched in tattoos, or the rare really hot girl. But then there's the motherfucker who brings his girlfriend into the pit, man. He's set up a fortress around this girl, giving the death stare at anybody who even comes close to her. I remember once I was playing for Damage Plan.
Yo, Phil, you weren't in Damage Plan.
Hey, Karpizzle, shut your goddamn mouth. I played for every motherfucking band. And I was in Damage Plan, I remember that. Dime Bag Plan Daryl. And I see one of these girlfriend dicks in the pit. He's swatting at every person who comes near his girl. So you better believe I'm jumping into that pit, making sweet love to that girl. I'm calling her baby, she's calling me daddy, I'm slapping her ass, and she's begging me for more. I go back on stage, and I finish Fade to Black for Damage Plan. Motherfucker number 9, the fight guy. He's the guy who looks like a neo-Nazi bodybuilder, and thinks that the pit is a fighting ring. If you even slightly bump into him, he'll beat the shit out of you. Hold on a goddamn minute. This was written about me. This is me. This is Philip H. Anselmo, stronger than all, the medicine man, the king of rock and roll, the president of Cuba. This guy is not a motherfucker. So if I see this guy in the pit, I'm not gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna jump in that pit, I'm gonna whip out his dick, and I'm gonna suck him drier than a turd in Texas, man. Motherfucker number 10, the Hot Chic. You wouldn't expect a girl this breathtakingly beautiful to be at a metal show with a bunch of greasy motherfucking dudes. And to add to that, she's moshing in the pit. And to add to that, she knows all the band's lyrics. She's singing all the Pantera classics, Domination, Psycho Holiday, Enter Sandman. And to add to that, she's really into you. She's caressing your arm. You're giving her the old southern charm. Things are going well. You invite her to a bar after the show. You're thinking you're gonna get laid. Great job, man. But fucking plot twist, motherfucker. She's my girlfriend. So I'm jumping in that pit, and we're having a threesome. Me, my girlfriend, and your corpse, motherfucker. Well, there you have it. The 10 people, the 10 motherfuckers you'll meet in the pit. To be perfectly honest with you, next time you're seeing Down, Super Joint Ritual, Philip H. Anselmo, and the Illegals, because what other band are you gonna see, really? Next time you're seeing one of my bands, just stand at the back and enjoy the show. Don't worry about that mosh pit bullshit. But if you are gonna go in the pit, then don't be one of these 10 motherfuckers. Cause I am sick and goddamn tired of having to jump into the pit 80, 90 times dealing with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a presentation of Joff Films. Oh, it's pronounced J-Hoff Films. Not anymore, that name fucking sucks. Presentation of Joff Films. And thank you very much for watching. Philip Hansen Anselmo, out. R.I.P. my brother, Ramen Noodles Daryl. Shit. Fuck. Alright. R.I.P. Reginald Dougie Drainel. Daryl. Shit. R.I.P. my brother, Damage Plan Daryl. Well, I guess you can call him that. But I'll try and do it right, I guess. Alright. R.I.P. Drayman Daryl. Drayman Daryl. R.I.P. David Drayman. R.I.P. Dimebag Cracker Barrel. R.I.P. Dimebag Dreidel. Wait, alright. 1, 2, 3. R.I.P. Drayman Daryl Dougie Dewhauser. Fuck. R.I.P. Dimeback Daryl. You guys had me saying humpback whale before. Muscle retained in the old brain. R.I.P. Michael Dimmadale. Well, that's totally wrong. That can't be it. I'm fucking done with this shit, man. You fucking do it on, editing software there. Just, cue the voice and do the name and whatever, man. I'm fucking out of here. And you guys got some smack? My back is fucking killing me over here. Oh, you gotta be fucking joking, man.